What is up? I am the Asian Slick Slayer, and in this video, thought I'd talk about Xdefiant. Everyone's saying this is the new COD killer. Oh, it feels so good. It feels like the old days of COD, or yada yada yada. And here's some critiques. I played the beta when they first released a while ago, and I wanted to see if they had updated it, if they had fixed some things, and yeah, they did. The game seems to run less like a beta, if that makes any sense. It seems smoother. We did encounter some server crashes and stuff. They had tweeted out that they're working on it. I guess it was going on for like 30 minutes or so, just kind of kicking you off and stuff like that. And they fixed it, and I was able to play some more games. I wasn't affected by the 30 minutes, maybe a couple of minutes, and then if it was fixed for me. My main concern was balancing. They have different characters in the game that do different abilities, and I wanted to see if it was balanced. Before, I think the healer, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I think it was the healer that was really, really OP. Like, basically, if you weren't the healer, you were going to lose, because the healer would heal themselves and their teammates to such a degree and frequency that it would take, the TTK would be forever. And it was just, OP. So I was wondering if they had balanced the game, at least somewhat, because I know as the game moves forward and stuff, there's always constant balancing in what people like. Also, another one was, did they fix the audio in the game? Did they fix the footsteps? A lot of the times in the game, people would flank around because it's an arena shooter, so people would flank around, and you'd be engaging, downrange, trying to get those, headshots, and then someone just right behind you, like, turn around and, whoa, they're right there on you. You didn't even know they were coming. And sometimes you take them down, but you wouldn't even know that they had another teammate right behind them. So I was wondering if they had fixed that. And another thing was, did they improve the graphics or aesthetics of the game? Did they add a new map? So I'm going to show some clips in this video about some of my critiques, and we'll just see how it goes. But right off the bat, let me just answer the question number one, balancing. And yeah, I think they have balanced the characters close enough to where it doesn't feel like one is too strong over the other. Also, it still leans on the player's skill rather than the abilities. Map knowledge is still important. Getting headshots is still important. So even though you have a healer that can heal themselves, there's such a long cooldown that, sure, they may heal themselves once, but they're done. So you can go in there and engage them and have a normal TTK. There's a shield. When I first saw that and started shooting at it, I couldn't do anything about it. It's like an actual physical shield, And I played as that character thinking it was OP, and I realized, oh, you cannot shoot as that player with the shields out. It's more for like moving, like a mobile cover, or helping control a point, and you're just the shield and everyone can hide behind you. It's kind of like that. So I'm sure there's some gameplay where you can really utilize that, but it was not my style. There's another one where there is a red shield. I don't know if you can shoot through that or not, but it's like a red translucent shield. I apologize. I don't have all the names for these characters and abilities and stuff like that. I just kind of have visual of what I remember encountering. And that was a little bit rough. I guess it could be like a dome, or it could be just like a shield, like in Overwatch, Rag. I don't even know the Overwatch's name. I'm a horrible gamer. What am I doing? But as far as all that stuff, though, it seems all fairly balanced. It seems like still you need to rely on your skill. You can't just go in there and just spam abilities thinking you're going to win. Now, about number two, unfortunately, they didn't fix the audio. I couldn't, at first, I couldn't even hear footsteps. I could only hear my own. Gunplay feels good. Now you're getting your snipes in and everything like that. Headshots count. But as far as footsteps, as far as audio, there is none. None. And if there is, I can't hear it. And I usually can hear all the headsets. I usually hear stuff my teammates won't hear. See, look at that. No audio cues whatsoever. It's pretty bad. And then I just started really focusing in, really making sure that I was by myself so I can hear and test out the footsteps. And there is a faint sound, but it's not anywhere useful. So I think to take this game out of feeling kind of non-AAA, to take it to a AAA, arena shooter quality level, they're really going to have to bring those footsteps up. Let me hear them. Let me know when someone's flanking around. Also, let me know how many people are there. A lot of the times, like I was saying earlier, I would turn around and I would see someone just, whoa, okay, and I'd take them down. But then, I didn't know there was another person behind there, so I would go kind of advanced move that way, and I would just get demolished by a whole other team, sometimes 2 more players. And it didn't really frustrate me because I knew what was gonna happen. I played the beta, like I said, like a couple months ago or a few months ago, and that's what that really frustrated me back then, because I didn't know it had no audio cues for footsteps or for enemies. So I was more trying to not rely on that and just understand like map knowledge, maybe team play, stuff like that. And so when I didn't hear someone flank around me, I was like, okay, well, let's just keep hammering this down because it looks like they're fixing the other stuff. Now they did have something on the game where it says, we're going to send you an email about the gameplay, and what we're really focusing on is we updated the reticle or the shooting or something like that, and we wanted to know how the gunplay felt. So they are updating, they are taking feedback from the community of Xdefiant so they can refine their game. I think a lot of them had issues last time with the with the shooting and the accuracy and all that stuff, so they just wanted to dial that in. My hope next is people really hammer them down on those audio cues. We need those footsteps. I jumped on right after Xdefiant. I played Farlight 84. It's a Steam game, but primarily it's mobile. They just happen to launch it on Steam at the same time as launching it on mobile, and you can tell it's very simplistic, very watered down. But the footsteps are on par. I know when someone's flanking me. I know how many teams are there. And if I can't hear them, it actually does have visual cues to represent audio or represent the direction as, where they're coming from. So at least they have that. And my daughter's here. That's hot in here. Want to go in the couch? That is working. All right. I'll just put up a video where you were at. All in all, my summary of this game is it has a lot of potential. It's really promising that they're continuing to improve the game and take feedback from the community. And yeah, as an arena shooter, the shooting felt great. Like I said, it relies on skill more so than ability. It relies on map knowledge and team play more so than abilities. And I really like that. So I think it has like 2 more days left of the beta. Kind of a weird time to release a beta, but I feel like they're close to having a launch date. If they don't have a launch date now, they will soon. But I believe it's going to be free to play, cross-play on all the major platforms, including PC. So check out this gameplay and have a good one. If I don't see you in the next video or in the next live stream, promise me that you'll keep on slaying out there. All right? All right.